Welcome back to Bay Area Panthers Weekly. Once again, I'm Mike Pulaski. And this week, the Panthers, a huge victory down in Tucson, seal the number one seed throughout the playoffs, meaning they are the favorite going in. And they go 49-24 over the Tucson Sugar Skulls, a team that was trying to play its way into the playoffs. So they were an animal looking for a big win, and they couldn't get it done. Panthers too good offensively, defensively, and effective running the football. And a huge piece of that, as always, of the winning is the offensive line. So right now, joining me, Jaime Navarro, one of the offensive linemen for the Panthers, and talk about that big win down there in Tucson, Jaime.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, for having me back on. But it was amazing. It was truly something special, especially clinching the first seed. It was a hard-fought win. They were also fighting for playoff contention, and like I was telling you over before we started, they were showing that they wanted to play in the playoffs. They were playing hard. They definitely wanted their piece of the pie. And what we said before the game is, if they want it, it's got to go through. It's got to go through us. And we showed it ultimately throughout the whole four quarters. And it was very. It felt a little like just like we accomplished something, but at the same time, the first seed thing doesn't really mean anything. It's all about what you do with it. So there was a bit of satisfaction. However, there's still nothing that's been complete because our main mission of the season isn't to be the first seed playoff team. It's to be a champion at the end of the year. So it felt good, but it felt like we just checked off another box in our road to what our team goal is.
Just another step, right? One more
Yeah.
step in terms of moving it forward. I mean, winning on the road is tough, and you guys have been really good at winning on the road this year. You have
Yeah.
the one loss versus Arizona on the road. But other than that, you
Mhm.
guys, and one versus San Diego, right? So two of your three losses come on the road. Talk about the difference for you as a player when you go on the road as opposed to when you're playing at home.
Yeah, traveling isn't fun. Being a big guy, it's not fun, sitting on a plane, sitting on a van, having to, you know, get to the hotel, do the moving. It's not fun. You have to take an extra step into making sure that get the funk off of the plane from sitting down. New environments. However, when we're at the beautiful SAP, we know what we're going to do. We know what time we have to get there. We are in the comfort of our own house, our own apartment, just, you know. So, of course, traveling is a part of the game. And I think the big shout out to our organization, our people in charge that make it the best that it can be for us to give us the best possible opportunity to win the game. They do a lot of great job at just taking care of us and making sure that we're fed, we're hydrated, we get everything we need to win the game, considering that we're the visiting team. And yeah, of course, if every game was a home game, I'd love that. But traveling's a part of the game, and I believe there are moments in traveling, however, where we do get closer, and this team gets bonded a lot more. We kind of talked about it a little bit on this trip. Was when you're playing football, sometimes you don't remember the games exactly. You remember more the times of eating out with the team, being with each other, laughing, and being on the road together. So this last travel trip, we knew that we were on a mission. We knew that it was another game where we just needed to go 1-0. But I think we accomplished something, not only clinching the first seed, but we became closer as a team, and it was a fun one. It was a fun one. Yeah.
And I got to see the team downstairs in the lobby in a very interesting team hotel this week. And they had the game room, an open game room, a pool table,
Yeah.
and this tic tac toe thing. And
Yeah.
Trayvon Alexander claiming it took the whole team to beat him in, like, it's the drop one for the tic tac toe. Tell me about that game.
Yeah. I stuck on the pool table. I stuck with where I knew I'd have my best chance at winning. But I didn't get to see Trayvon play. I saw a couple guys sitting there looking like Magnus Carlsen at the chessboard. Everyone it was fun to be able to compete with each other, and I think that was just another piece of it. We grew closer, and just it was a fun trip. The pool table, the Connect Four, the tic tac toe, right away it lured us in there, and yeah, I mean, it was fun. The hotel had some games for us, and we played the games. We
Yeah,
got closer,
and to your
and
point,
yeah,
and to your point, like when you go on the road, you circle the wagons. There's a
yeah,
lot of things physiologically. Flying's not good for you. You get dehydrated. You're
yeah,
in cramped spaces. You're not moving. So right, physiologically, there's a lot of things that are bad. You're sleeping in a foreign bed. You're on different time schedules. There's a lot of things that
yeah,
play against you on the road. But
yeah,
as you said, there are some great things that come out of it, right? Team
yes,
bonding, the opportunity to be together, the opportunity to feel like the underdog because you're on the road, you're in
yeah,
somebody else's place, and to come together and connect as a team is pretty awesome. I used to hate road trips, but I also loved the camaraderie of road trips. And so
yeah.
it gets to be
Something,
one of those things.
yeah, something that, speaking of Trayvon Alexander, something that I didn't know about him until traveling on the road was his love for ketchup. He loves ketchup so much that he eats his chicken Alfredo with ketchup.
Ooh,
That, yeah, that,
that sounds awful.
yeah, I don't know, yeah. I got to know one of my teammates a little closer, Trayvon,
Yeah,
but
not appreciating his culinary
yeah,
habits.
yeah, but it's just funny that you were talking about him, and then speaking about getting closer. I learned something about him, and you know
He's
ketchup
gonna
on
love
Alfredo.
the fact that you put him out there with the ketchup on the chicken Alfredo. Something
Yeah,
new.
hey,
Who knew?
whatever he can do to catch the ball on third down.
That's it.
Yeah,
And score
yeah,
touchdowns. Those are the key
yeah,
points there. Absolutely.
yeah,
If it works for him, keep doing it. I love it. So
exactly.
this is your rookie year in the IFL. So first time in this
Yes.
league, kind of playing with this team. We had you on week one, and we talked
Mhm.
about what you knew about the game, what you were learning about the game.
Yeah.
Now we're at the end of the season, right? You've had
Mhm.
17 weeks of IFL football, including the buys and camp, to kind of learn and digest. What have you learned about the game?
I've learned that there is no such thing as like a safe lead. There's no such thing as we're losing by too much. Timeouts are very important. Time of possession in under 1 minute before the half and at the end of the game are very important and crucial. And it can be challenging. However, the ability to develop it over the season is also a skill as the team has to learn. We attempted some clock management at the end of the first half this last game, and didn't really go our way at all. And we had the opportunity, but it's something that we got to be better at. That was our first time kind of exercising the taking a knee, or just trying to chew some clock. We had an opportunity, and we didn't execute that well. My guy ended up making a tackle. It wasn't the best play for me, but and then we had a penalty that wasn't, the most fair penalty, we believe. Josh Jones was getting his helmet ripped off, and people were, punching at him way after the play, and he got a penalty. One of those things you kind of question, which ended up putting us in a very bad situation, and we settled for a field goal, but we learned. And yeah, so the game can get interesting, but it is a whole different beast, and it's fun, and it's exciting. As I've learned from our home game against Vegas, I think that was 2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
where we won with a Trey Meadows deflection on the last play of the game when Vegas went for it on two. That was, I can say, arguably maybe the most exciting, thrilling game I've ever been a part of in my life. And it was amazing to be a part of, especially on the winning side, but it does show that the IFL it can get crazy. Time of possession is crucial. End of the game situation handling is a skill. And yeah, there's no such thing as a safe lead, or there's no such thing as being down from too much.
No doubt. You can always come
Yeah.
back. The field is short. There's a million ways to score. It's you can get back in this game in a
Yeah.
hurry. And so those are all incredibly important lessons. And you're being kind to your quarterback, as offensive linemen oftentimes will do. I talked to Josh after the game because I've gotten that same penalty, and it's like, bet you wish you didn't do it now. He's like, yeah, it didn't really work out. It's not really good. And I'm sure the
Yeah.
coaches didn't love it. So keeping your
Yeah.
cool in those situations essential, and understanding situational football is absolutely key too. So
Yeah.
And that's it, trying to score, trying to run out the clock, trying to do all those things and be smart, but execute. Those are tough lessons. Those are tough ones to come by.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Josh Jones as a
Oh,
quarterback. He has had a phenomenal season, and Kevin Richardson put it well on offense. As Josh Jones goes, so go the Panthers, because
yes.
when he's playing well, you guys are playing well. So talk about what it means, what it's like being in the huddle with him.
I love it. He is, he's great at commanding, him being at the helm. He plays amazing football when he, is feeling confident, when he has that little swagger with him. You know, we teased him a little bit, that he could lose a couple pounds because he was a thick little quarterback, but I think he's actually lost a couple pounds and gone a little faster because he's had some of these balls he's taken off to the sideline, and he's his speed's caught up, but I love Josh. He's a great guy on the field, off the field, a great teammate. He works hard, and he has a great arm. He puts it on, and he keeps getting better. But I personally love it when he tucks it and he runs it a little bit, and he gets the juices flowing, and he gets in the zone, and he's deadly, and he's at the helm of our offense. So everything goes through him, and he is a big reason as to why we are having the success that we're having. And I love him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said he's a little bit like Rocky, right? You ever watch those Rocky
yeah,
movies, and he's
yeah,
he's in it, but he's got to get beat up a little bit first, and then all of a sudden he makes this big comeback, like he
yeah,
rallies. And Josh Jones reminds me a little bit of Rocky, right? He needs to get roughed up a little
yeah.
bit before he truly gets in the game.
Yeah, I love it. I think sometimes, if we have like a slow start, I think a good thing about him is, he's not afraid to get dirty to get things going. And, when you see your quarterback willingly take the ball and go be the hammer, not the nail, it gets the offense flowing. It gets me going when I see him, deliver a blow, and he gets up on his feet and, shrugs it off with some swagger. Yeah, I love to see it. And great guy. He makes it easier sometimes.
Yeah, and I love watching him too as a quarterback who played before the era of really protecting quarterbacks. Like being physical
Yeah,
was a big part of the game back then. And
yeah,
I think toughness is a way underrated skill for quarterbacks, and Josh has
yeah,
definitely got that. Josh Tomas, another guy who's out there who's playing. I mean, he punches way above his weight class. Talk to me about
yes.
Josh Tomas.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never played with anyone like Josh Tomas. He is yeah, he's light in the rear, but he doesn't play football like it. He loves to run the ball, and he's not your traditional running back that's, nowadays maybe like 6 foot, like 200 something pounds. He doesn't have that, but he plays like he's 6'5" and weighs 240. And I love it. He's literally just gets the ball and makes plays. He is like our most valuable player. He is, I believe, him along with Josh and everyone on our offense has like a say in being in the MVP running, but Josh makes plays happen. I believe this last game he ran right through Sidney Walker, our center, and a defender. They were blocking each other, and there was a space that opened up, and Josh Tomas ran right through it like a little kid running under like his brothers or something. And
Yep.
he's a great teammate. He's all about just, doing what it takes to win. And if you give him the ball, he's going to do something special. He had a kickoff return for a touchdown. He is a freak athlete, and I'm very happy that he's on our team. I'll say that.
Yeah, phenomenal player for sure. This week, you guys have a long road trip. Jaime, I'll let you go get ready. I appreciate you coming on this
Yeah.
week. You guys can catch that call going back east to Lowell, Massachusetts to play the Massachusetts Pirates. The game will start 4:05 Pacific time. We will have the call right here on KMBR 1050, Kevin Richardson and myself. Our pregame will start at 3:50 p.m. on Friday, July 25th. Make sure you catch our call. Keep following your Panthers. We'll be right back with more after this.